So here's the real question. How do dentists like you, who aren't willing to let insurance dictate how you will run your practice, who want to create incredibly profitable practices without sacrificing your time or sanity, how do you create the strategies to ensure your practice not only survives, but thrives in the 21st century? That's the blaring question, and Dr. Steve Schlintz is here to provide the answers. Welcome to Dental Practice Freedom Radio.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dr. Steve Schlintz, and I want to welcome you back to another episode of Dental Practice Freedom Radio. And today, what we're going to talk about is, I don't know, maybe important to your business, maybe not. But I found it funny because one of the things that I've been trying to do recently is grow my Instagram profile. And the reason I wanted to grow my Instagram profile was I wanted to be able to reach more people, right? That's the whole point of all this stuff. And even as I was recording this today, and I'm thinking about this, I just recorded a podcast episode, and I realized like my video feed wasn't actually in HD. Even though the camera is in HD, there's a setting to turn it on HD, so you really didn't actually get HD, even though it's an HD camera, right? So I thought, boy, this is so interesting that happened before I was going to talk about what I was going to talk about in this episode, which was growth. And why Instagram is so cool, actually, when you start to look at how you're growing as a professional, whether you're a business owner, a coach, a consultant, a dentist, it's fascinating. As I was scrolling through my Instagram feed, what I found very fascinating is, to me, Instagram is almost like, it's geology? I'm not too sure. You know, like you talk about like different levels of the earth, right? Different strata. And each part of it, as you go back, you find fossils, and the fossils will teach you about the animals of that time period and evolution and things like that. And you can see how things have evolved over time. And what's interesting is when you go through the Instagram platform, if you've recorded all your posts and your posts are there, it's almost like a chronological time frame of your growth, what you were focused on at that period. And as you go up through the pictures and the posts, you'll see like these different levels of growth. And I found this fascinating, this analogy between the geology, right, if you will, of different levels of Earth and evolution. And then also, now, if you don't believe in evolution, I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody, but let's, personal growth, personal evolution. And going through Instagram, you can see like your first posts were probably not that good. There probably was no hashtags. There was no way to call to action. There was nothing that was motivating people to want to engage with your posts and things like that. And all of a sudden, like you'll see as you keep going, like your posts get more engaging. You might have worked with a firm that's going to help you grow your following, and maybe you have some video components. And then what's also interesting is the things that you focused on at a given point in time, like the color schemes you used. I don't know why I found that so fascinating, but I did. And I think it's interesting because in the dental context or your business context, we go through the same phases, but we can't chronologically see it like we can on Instagram, but that actually occurs, right? There's going to be periods in your life that you weren't aware of certain things. And so you operated from a certain level, and then you got information that changed something, and then you started to work on that new information, and all of a sudden your results were different. Like the pictures that you were mentally playing out in your head were different, and they created a different result. And then something else happened, and maybe you're shooting for a new goal, and all of a sudden, you have another period of your life that's a little bit different. The colors are different. The people that are in your life are different. And so your life is just like that Instagram post or the geology of the earth, in that you're going to have different levels, you're going to have different layers. And it's your ability to be able to see the past and then make modifications to get where you want to go. It's ultimately going to determine the success of your business. If you're a coach, if you're a consultant, if you're a dentist, it's the ability to look back and actually see how to take what has happened before in the past, understand what happened, understand what needs to change to get the new result you're looking for, and then understanding the right information that you need to actually get that result. And I was talking to a client today, and I know she listens to this podcast, so she's going to know who she is, but we are talking about when you get to a certain point, like you no longer can grow in the information that you're getting. And then that's the point that if you've gotten good results, that's phenomenal. And then you're ready to go to the next level. You're ready to get new information. You're ready to grow, right? That would be like a whole new level on that Instagram post. So maybe if you don't use Instagram, you're going to say, what the heck is this analogy? I don't understand it. But if you have and you just scroll through your Instagram one day. If you got like 600-700 posts, it's so easy to do this. Just start scrolling through it, and you'll notice exactly what I'm talking about. There are phases in the Instagram that you operated from a certain level. You probably thought, like, this is the most important thing on planet Earth, and I love pictures of animals. And then all of a sudden, they were all pictures of you. Like, there was a different level. You're operating from a different level, right? Like right now for me, and this is another beautiful thing about doing video components, is somebody's trying to message me on Facebook. But now I've lost my train of thought. This is the beauty of recording these live. So go through your Instagram if you have it, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Right now, for example, I'm talking a lot about the power of decision-making ability. In my opinion, the ability to make decisions quickly, confidently, and go with them is one of the most important criteria for success. I really think there's two very important criteria. One is making decisions, and two is being concrete in the vision of what it is you're trying to create. And the better you get with those two elements, the faster you're going to move towards success. So I'm talking a lot about that. So 3 years from now, I might look back at my Instagram post and say, boy, I really thought decisions was it. And I think it still will be it. But I probably won't be talking as much about that 3 years from now as I am right now. So just look back in your life, look back on your business. What levels are you going through? And more importantly, where do you want to be shooting for so that you can start to modify these new levels that are upcoming for you so you can get the results that you're looking for? As always, I hope you enjoy this podcast. I hope you enjoy the value that I'm trying to give you. A review, a rating would be greatly appreciated. Feel free to contact me. There's going to be a link in the description for this podcast episode. If you want to reach out to me further, I'd love to be able to work with you, help you get where you want to go. And have a great weekend. If you're listening to this, it's Thursday. And I don't know when it'll pop out. It might pop out on a Monday. I don't know. But whenever you're listening to it, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great week. Keep crushing it. And I'll see you at the next episode.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode on Dental Practice Freedom Radio with Dr. Steve Schlintz. We'll see you on the next episode.